What's up guys, Creighton here from LogicLounge.com, and today I want to do just a quick simple video, what's on my iPhone. It's been quite a while since I've done one, and I've updated some applications, are still using some old applications, and changed my workflow around a little bit. So I want you guys to see what I do on my iPhone. Of course, the comment section is open down below if you want to suggest any applications or think I could be doing something better with those. Leave them in the comment section down below. And I'm not going to be going through every app on my phone, just the big major ones that I want to point out to you guys. So without further ado, let's jump into my iPhone down here. It's an iPhone 11 Pro. This is my home screen here. First off, right off the bat is my calendaring app. I absolutely love Fantastical. It's probably one of the better calendaring apps out there. I have it set for notifications of the current date. So when I open up my phone, I can quickly see what the current date is. I've tested everything else, but I'm happy with it showing the date. Photos is the stock application, Camera is the stock application, Carrot is a massively popular and very nice weather application. If you have an Apple Watch, I would highly recommend getting this application. The compilations you can get on your Apple Watch are stunning and can really increase the functionality of your watch with weather. Clock is normal, Waze for my maps. Sometimes I will use Apple Maps, sometimes I will use Google Maps, but Waze is mostly what I use for turn-by-turn directions and getting any of that information. Very highly recommended. Stocks is normal, Wallet is normal. OmniFocus is the big newcomer. I used to use Todoist, but now I used OmniFocus. My daily life has been so hectic, I've been trying to organize it, and OmniFocus is a very strong and powerful tool. Now, it isn't for the faint of heart. It isn't for the guy who just needs a day-to-day workflow. I would recommend Todoist over that, but OmniFocus is much more powerful, much more extensive when it comes to what you can do with it for organizing your daily life, creating repetitive tasks, geofencing tasks. Very highly recommended. You have to be very into organizing yourself and your life around it. Otherwise, I would highly recommend Todoist. A little bit more simpler, still as powerful, and a little bit better to use. Moving on, Notes, very simple and straightforward. Reader is my RSS application. I pair that with my own self-hosted RSS feed called Fresh RSS, where I compile probably my favorite curated RSS feeds, and I just pop that open whenever I'm walking around or if I ever need just a quick kind of fix on the latest technology, podcasting or photography or gaming news. I curate a lot of that, so it's done mostly in my RSS manager, but Reader is how I look at it. Apollo, probably one of the best applications for Reddit. Pop that open every once in a while just to browse around what's on Reddit. Of course, I use Apple Music. That's just because I have a Verizon service that comes with Apple Music. So I tend to go between that and the one that's next to it, Spotify, probably one of the two best music applications out there. I jump between the two. I don't really have a favorite. If I had to choose, probably Spotify because I've been using it longer, but that's what I do. Overcast, podcasts. I have a few podcasts that I absolutely love. Actually, let's jump into it and see what I have. So I have a few Rooster Teeth podcasts, Black Box Down. Kind of been getting into Black Box Down because I work in the industry. There's a stuff that I do like and stuff that I think that they could do better. Other than that, I do have Cortex, Hello Internet, and Fake Doctors, Real Friends. Those are the podcasts that I'm currently listening to when I'm getting ready to sleep, when I'm on the drive. Very highly recommended. Now, Stitcher, I use for one singular podcast called Office Ladies. I'm a huge fan of The Office, and their premium podcast has some more behind the scenes stuff. So I did subscribe to Stitcher Premium just so I can listen to some of their premium podcast selections. Highly recommend all those podcasts that I'm listening to if you aren't listening to them already. Slack, I use for both professional and friends in certain Slack groups. Home, I use for home automation. I've been really getting into home automation lately, so that's something that I highly recommend it for. And then the folder that I think everybody has on their iPhone is kind of just all those default applications that Apple throws on the phone. I just throw into one folder, stuff it off to the side, and don't think about it ever again. On my second page, and I only have 2 pages, my first and second page, I have what I think is the best password manager out there, 1Password. Highly recommend it. It is probably one of the better password managers out there, even over LastPass. It is paid, but highly worth it to keep all of your passwords secure. It syncs across all my devices, and they recently added a feature where you can get your two-factor authentication codes through it. I like it, but I don't, because it's all kind of putting all of my eggs really into one basket. Not a huge fan of that. For all my multi-factor authentication codes, I actually use the application that's right next to it called Authy. It's great because it can sync everything, it backs everything up, it's locally encrypted, so all of your data is encrypted locally, and it's just a better experience. I highly recommend both those if you haven't used them already, or if you don't even have a password manager, try out LastPass, maybe move over to 1Password, highly recommended. Social applications, all are pretty much the default except for Tweetbot, which is my Twitter application. I absolutely love it. I've been paying for it for years now. They're on like the 3rd or 4th generation of this app. Highly recommended. Tweetbot, very great if you're very active on Twitter, if you like to look at Twitter a lot. I like how they do and have everything laid out much better. Streaming, I don't think that there's anything special in there. I do have a home Plex server, so I do most streaming with Plex, but I do have YouTube and YouTube Studio in there. Ride and delivery sharing is pretty much the same. All those applications you can use. Banking, very specific to the person whatever banks you use. Finance, very same thing, very specific to what finance services you use. Utilities have everything to do with my utilities, such as my cell phone, home phone, any of my electric stuff, anything like that. I highly recommend. That is what I kind of group all together real quick. Sysadmin, there's probably 2 or 3 applications in here that I absolutely love. Terminus is a great terminal application if you need to quickly SSH into a server. This is really nerdy stuff, so if you don't do that all the time, it's okay, it's fine. WireGuard, I've been experimenting with for my VPN application over like OpenVPN or one of those paid providers. So I've been experimenting with that as of recent. And then I do have Wi-Fi Man in here, which is a great kind of Wi-Fi diagnostic tool. If you happen to be having some sort of Wi-Fi hiccups or having trouble connecting, it's a great diagnostic tool. And then the last one in here, which I put in here, is called Jitsi Meet. It's kind of like Zoom, but a little bit better when it comes to privacy. So I use Jitsi instead of Zoom whenever I'm talking with family or friends. Travel is pretty much the same. It's kind of based on whatever you do travel-wise. If you're an aviation geek like I am, highly recommend AeroWeather. It's great for displaying things like current METARs and the current conditions. You can track certain airports. Very great tool. I just kind of keep it there in the background and kind of, whenever I'm traveling, check the METARs of local airports. And then App in the Air is great if you ever need to manage all of your travel. Great app to do that. Their subscription model is a little bit pricey, but highly worth it. Airlines, I think, is the same. It depends on what airline you fly. Hotels, the same way. Loyalty, the same way. I don't think I have any applications really to show you guys there. Mail, deliveries is probably one of the better applications for deliveries. It sends you push notifications. It can sync between your iPad, your iPhone, and your Macs. It gives you detailed follow instructions for where the package has been. Basically just an all-in-one applications for all the package tracking services out there. Very highly recommend that one as well. Audio, I think the 2 applications here that I could recommend to you guys is called SongShift. SongShift helps you copy your songs between services. So I use it to transfer all of my playlists from Spotify to Apple Music. So I have them there and synced up. Very great application to do that. Better than anything you can find online. Better than you can find anything on mobile. Very great application. And then Tunity. I love Tunity because when you're in a waiting room and they have the TV on, but it's not playing audio, you can grab up Tunity and it can sync to the TV, so you can listen to the TV with your AirPods or earphones or whatever you have and watch TV without disturbing anybody around you and actually being able to listen to the TV. Very great application. Shopping, same way. Don't really have any recommendations in there. Google, I do like rewards. It's kind of their like question and answer section, yes, it uses your location data. Yes, it links up your personal data. I'm a little bit okay with that, but it gains you probably like $2 or $3 every month, just kind of as change basically for answering some questions. I use it. Depending on your privacy level, you can or cannot use it. Depends on you guys. Microsoft, no real big applications in here that I recommended. I actually probably need to get rid of a few of these. OneDrive, I don't even use, so I don't even know why it's installed there. Health, few specific applications in here to myself, but what I can recommend is HeartWatch. HeartWatch is for your Apple Watch, and it's a real-time heart meter that can show your heart rates throughout whatever your daily or your workouts are. I mostly use it when I'm either working out or doing intensive activities. Very nice application, syncs up with the watch. It's kind of for you Apple Watch people. Very nice, very recommended. My other is really kind of just other. I don't know where to put these things. I don't know if I have something that I can recommend. Maybe Photoshop Camera is probably the one out of there that I can recommend to you guys. It's a great little tool, professional tool to work out kind of like your exposure, more like a pro camera. Really makes the phone camera a little bit more extensive when it comes to that. So check that one out at least. And then you'll see here at the bottom, I have 4 applications not in folders. These are mostly automation applications. So the first one is a scheduling application for where I work. Unify Protect is Unify's solution for cameras. I have a few cameras around where I live just to keep security up, to see what's happening out there. Ecobee is my smart thermostat. I recently just got it, playing around with it. I do love it. I think it's a little bit better than the Nest system. It does come with Alexa. I don't activate it, but this kind of extends it to activate Alexa if you want to or if you don't want to. I do like having the ability just to completely disable it or to use it. And then last one here is Philips Hue, which is the lights that are behind me that are throughout where I live. I have Hue lights. Very highly recommended Hue lights. I know that there's some generic solutions out there, but those kind of get tricky with applications and compatibility. Hue, yes, is expensive, but I think well worth it just for the interoperability of everything to work together, and definitely that it integrates with HomeKit. Most of the stuff that I got does integrate with HomeKit, including my smart thermostat, which I absolutely love. So that's it. That's my iPhone. That's everything there. That's just 2 pages. I don't have any games. I really kind of leaned down the applications that I use on a daily basis. And well, that's what I do. Leave your comment section down below if you think I could use anything else different, maybe what applications you use on a daily basis. Leave me some recommendations in the comment section down below. Now, next video, I could do Android if you want. I've got my OnePlus here. Let me know in the comment section down below as well. Do you guys want me to do my iPhone and my OnePlus? I can show you what applications I use on my OnePlus that kind of match up with the iPhone. I could do that in the comment section down below. I can let you guys know down there if you guys want me to do that. Now, I'm just rambling on right now because I'm trying to fill some time. I don't know why, so we're gonna go ahead and end this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to leave a comment and a like on this video, and be sure to subscribe as well. Ring the bell, and I will see you guys in our next video.